Good day, people of YouTubes, and welcome to Dungeons of Dredmor, a game that I have been trying to complete for a very long time. And when I did my Let's Play of this series, I basically made an assumption that I was going to continue at the point I actually achieved the deeper dungeons. So basically level 11 to level 15, the extended part of the game. I have done this exactly twice. The first instance was the character known as, I think, Vegan Bob. Basically, I did this around the time that the Wizardlands expansion came out, and I was using a few mods with that character. And when Wizardlands installed, I lost the ability to load that save file, which was annoying because while I was struggling on level 14, and I do mean struggling, I was actually able to, that was as far as I'd ever got, and it doesn't appear on my darn sheet as well, and I can't even complete and kill him off to get my high score. Alas, this is where we are though. This is the second character, many years later, that I have actually gotten to the point where we've cleared dungeon level 10. So, welcome to the deeper dungeons, folks. I'm going to go quickly and explain my character as we go, and also we shall see how things are. So, as you will notice, I have a bunch of skills. Let's actually go... Oh, there. Yeah, you're really not a threat. Let's go over what my character does and why I picked these roles. I'll be honest, the character name I cast Rock was largely because I wanted to check out Battle Geology, which if we go into the skills here, Battle Geology starts with the Fist, which basically gives you a huge strength boost, but at the cost of no critical hits or whatever else when you activate it, which makes the early part of the dungeon really easy and simple. This, though, was not the highlight of the build. Obviously, the rest of it makes sense. Vegan is probably the most powerful starting ability ever, with the added benefit of being able to recruit random animals and minions as you go down, although admitting this isn't the most reliable thing. Also, a bunch of health regeneration, additional righteousness damage. Yeah, there's no real reason to complain about that one. It's what I've used in most of my runs, and almost all my characters now are vegan. Master of Arms I've also taken because that gives you, again, health benefits, defense ups, and you know what, you're always going to want armor, so why not? Dual wielding just makes sense. If the only reason I wouldn't go with dual wielding is if I'm going with, say, a shield run, twin shields, but the brain, unfortunately with shield runs, is you kind of need double Mirror Darkly shields, and those are exceedingly rare. The rest of the build, though, was me trying a more magic focus, because I tend to build meleeists in general, meleeists and crafters. I've got no crafting abilities, but what I took was ley lines and battle geology to test that out and to make sure I'd have enough points for it. And I figured, you know what, let's go for Egyptian magic, because if I'm taking ley lines, which increases my magic input, I might as well go with Egyptian magic, which has always seemed to me a bit weak, because unfortunately each of these glyphs requires you to have an upkeep of magic, so you need a lot of mana to keep them going. I then discovered exactly how ridiculous Egyptian magic is. Also, I need to be heading down, because we want to actually show that I've actually gotten this far. If I die on the way down, that would be appropriate and embarrassing. Good question is, do I want to actually upgrade any equipment while I'm here? I'll put the end game on. He is displeased. Lost 2 magic points for that. I need a better amulet, I've got to be honest. We also have horse armor, because, you know, the best DLC. But yeah, Egyptian magic is kind of ridiculous in terms of the stacking. So what it does, if you're unaware, is it gives you a few passable resistances and a few passable attack boosts. So the Asp, for example, gives you a quick bit of poison. Imhotep gives you a bit of trap detection and also trap sight, which is nice. Can we go for some more? I mean, this is kind of the whole reason I kept these. The downside is, of course, if I'm weakening these as I go, there we go. It's not going to work out well for us, is it? Oh. Mistakes have been made. Right. I think we're going to have to show off how this works then. So we're going to begin with the Asp. We're going to begin go for Imhotep. They have actually noticed me at this point, so I'll put up Anubis. So this gives me a bunch of static effects. That's also the ley lines maxed out, so I'm now getting a bunch of mana regeneration, which we need. Fortunately, I'm going to have to attack now. Good news is, we are strong enough here. I was expecting some Diggle Hell nonsense, but I might as well set everything up. So next we go and take on the next Egyptian power, which is the Eye of Ra. So at various points, if I just move the character thing over, and it's not showing it, every so often we have to pay a mana to keep these abilities up. However, now, if we attack something, like for example the Red Death, we have all of the effects activated. It gets better though. It gets better. I also have a sort of health up one, but I don't tend to use that because it's only a static effect. It's the only one that isn't a sort of recurring glyph. The downside with this build is I have to keep casting Thermalogic Tap just to make sure I've got enough mana. But it's working. More or less. And it's why I've basically stocked up on multiple kinds of different boos. Most of I've got to remember to keep doing that or I don't stay ahead of things. Alright, thankfully this mysterious portal door is not actually all that problematic for us. These are about level 7 equivalents. But this, though, is the main reason why Egyptian magic is ridiculous. So, this puts the Sandstorm up, and the Sandstorm is a very weak effect. A 1 square tile effect which causes a slight reduction in hit accuracy. What it also does is for every glyph you have activated, it adds a different kind of damage and 1 square additional range. So if I were to cast this now, I have put so many status effects here that I have basically an uber fireball, and he will die before he gets to me. I have used this to annihilate monster zoos in 3 spells on the 6th floor, which was extremely fun. That being said, I'm not entirely resilient to the poison. I think if I was doing this again, I'd go with something like Fungal Arts, because the poison damage from the Glyph of the Asp is good, but fortunately, it has a tendency to spawn whenever I attack things. So, yeah, we need to work on that. Good news is, these are quite varied enemies, in all honesty. Okay. They're not supposed to attack me. This is going to cause vegan issues. But this is why we have the level 5 vegan. Well, it's one of the many reasons we have level 5 vegan. Also, Seat Up. Seat Up will activate automatically, but we need to have that up just for additional hit points. Because nothing worse than randomly dying. Also, more thing. Also, you're firing stuff at me. I'm tempted to just go and go and do things, but we'll zap here. Yeah, this is the problem. So I'm not actually immune from this, but as long as I stay still and take the hits, I'm fine. So we're going to Sandstorm. And hit myself with a Sandstorm. Good news is I'm on fire. This is not desirable. Fire bad. But yeah, it could be worse. We could also put the Nile up just to fully max out things. Life mostly eternal. And also we get the Unconquered Sun effect, which just is a massive uber boost to everything we're doing. But hey, additional hit points is always a good thing. So much poison damage. Okay. Let's remove that for the moment. So it's just a mass load of varied enemies, which is fun. There was a pause there, and I associate that pause with Monster Zoo. If I was a Monster Zoo down here, I'd be quite happy, because I could then show off the thing. Sandstorm. The downside is if I ever run out of mana, then we're going to have some issues. Come, Fish Paladin! There is stuff we must do. I've just killed my Fish Paladin friend. Charlemagne. Always worth remembering. You have additional attacks and always walk into traps you can disarm, because that's what I do all the time regardless. Yeah, I still walk into traps too often. Doesn't matter how much I can see them, however much it goes. Also, I forgot you're actually technically a thing, but fine. Experience points. Additional levels. The last few skills. The only thing we don't have, the only thing that doesn't really fit in my sort of skill build is archaeology. And I only took that really for it belongs in the museum. And potentially for restacking all of the Cronian artifacts. Which is what I was kind of building to, although I don't know whether or not that's actually a good thing for us or not at this stage. We'll see. Anyway, more deeper dungeons. Oh, that counts as vegan purge as well. Fine. Enjoy being on fire. You, sickly Diggle, we need a friend. / sacrificial minion. Also, our mana regen has kicked in. And due to vegan sight, we can see basically nothing. Okay. Alright, level 5 vegan goes away. Where are we actually going? I don't think I've ever cleared one of these. Because I know from experience that these are kind of terrible if you go in them early. Because, as you can see, there are monsters that are not at your level. There are monsters at all levels actually come to that, and also we're running out of mana again. This is the thing, as long as I keep doing the thaumaturgic tap, I am actually fine, but I just got to keep remembering to do it. And I think we'll drink just to top ourselves up, mana-wise. Where's the exit to this damn place? Oh. There we go, lockpicked. Oh, there we go. We've got the exit. Now we'll find out if there was a point to this damn thing. Again, we're veganing ourselves to death, but... So other than that, was there any reason to come down here? Gnome, get jiggy! Yeah, there was no actual loot for us here. Well, that was depressing. I guess, though, we can continue our journey to try and actually get to the deeper dungeons before the end of this darn video. Right. Closest one's up there. Also, we've just ran out of magic. So this is the downside of this kind of build. We are so reliant on magic that if I ever forget to do that, we are just gonna, have to reset all the powers again and become mere mortals. We have 2 dungeon... Oh. Well, fine. Actually, we do have a teleport ability, so we'll use it. Yeah, we do have a teleport ability. But it does drain all our mana. So that's fine. We've got no abilities currently out, but that's fine. We can wait until we restore our magic and then continue. Did we pull this switch? No idea. We have now. See you later, existential raven friend. Down we go. Well, at least I've done something now. I've done something I wasn't expecting to because, again, I am blind. Also, loot. It's clearly not good of me. I'm missing so much. I've even got a... What was I doing during this playthrough? Oh, I know why now. This is, as you can see here, there's a split monster zoo. So, yeah, that meant I wasn't able to pick up loot and go into the world to collect things. Also, we're about to gain some experience points randomly. But yeah. Down we go. I'm going to say no to that. We're now at the point where we can't do traps. More no. Thank you. I am terrible at this game. So much loot has been missed. I suppose the only other reason for going up would be for... Oh, alright, so I've clearly not explored any of this game at all. I completely lied to you. This is not the deeper dungeons. This is just me playing the game. I mean, precious, precious booze. Also, I might as well accelerate this and also put this back up. Because while I don't think anything on this floor is a problem, we are slowly approaching the place where there are going to be some problems. That's the other reason with vegan. Blinding Flash is just great. Alright, more mana. Kill the potato. Grab some additional tofu. Also, one of my helpful items slightly reduces my line of sight, which is a little annoying. Okay. So we now have all our mana back, so let's actually reset our glyphs. Imhotep and will attack. And set Anubis. And set the sun. Drink some Merlot. Restock our mana thing. There we go. Right, now we're at maximum power again.
Critical hits.
We need to find some stairs down. That'll do. Let's just see if there's anything here we want to... Oh no, this is the terrible one. We will sell the horse armor because it's actually useless, but it's quite expensive. Okay, floor number 9, and we are right by the entrance to floor 10. So this is level 10. As you can see, we have, other than that gap there I've just noticed, explored all of it. You are dead. Okay, good. All the dead enemies are looking alive for some reason. Also, we'll take you, Archdiggle friend. Okay, so that's just the way down. And also a chest. Alright, so I lied. I hadn't fully explored this place at all. One burnt out wand. Okay. So, let us enter the deeper dungeons. Level 11. Where we immediately have a boss monster. Good news. Think I can deal with it. Anything survive that? Does not look as if anything survived that. And also we have some hand grenades. Right, wait for all of our fire effects to go away. Thank you.
Your inventory is full.
Alright. Well, I hope you enjoyed level 11. We're leaving. Random stuff here. We're keeping the Mirror Darkness Shield. It's actually got some negative effects because of it actually had the displeasure of Krong earlier. But it's still a 50% magic reflection. And if we get 2 of them, well, that might well be our tactic to the end of this. Right, so let's do our craftables. We actually have... Yeah, this is a weird thing for me because I have no ability to craft whatsoever, and I usually like putting some craftables in my runs of this game. Still. What we do have is many, many ways to make loot fish. We even have the loot fish bomb if we need it, as an absolute emergency. Animal graze cheese. That's actually useful mushrooms, so we'll keep that for the moment. Components. Fortis, Silis, and then our various potions. I really should use these more, but I'm just not. Right, all the booze. One rock gut for emergencies. We don't need a deep omelet because that's not vegan. Alright. Back we go. Let's just have a quick check, but I think that's weaker than what we got currently. So 22 lots. Nowhere near 22. Okay. Let me get some tofu out of it. Alright, Monster Zoo. I summon you here. Not quite. A trap that we, in theory, had a way to resolve, but... Oh, hello, Diggle friend. Come, Diggle friend. We must level up. Okay. So we can go, translation is all wrong, gain ourselves a bit more trap affinity, which might be useful. We could, though, go for the dual-wielding nonsense as well. But given that our plan might involve Mirror Darkness Shield, I'd rather get the Cronian rituals online. But... Oh, we're bashing things. Alright, no, fine. Offensive maneuvering. Let's get that counter chance up. Let's also see if we can disarm this for experience points. Not really. 90 Monster Zoo. Got it. And 2. We're in maximum attack mode for this, though, listingly, so... Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said I could clear Monster Zoos in basically 3 attacks. That's 90 down to 41 instantly. Okay. Well, they've set up a bunch of stuff here, so I'm going to go to do petrification. And we're going to drink some Merlot because we want to definitely make sure we're up on the magic at this stage. I'm also going to set up the Call of the Nile, so we have now maxed out our effects. If we have to fight, we are prepared. Yeah, I'd prefer you to trigger things. Going for an effect on us, but I don't think it hit. Boom. Alright, 39 to go. Well, I mean, there's quite a lot of them still there, so I'm thinking Sandstorm. There are now 23. You can see why I am such a fan of Egyptian magic all of a sudden. This wasn't... I have never bothered with Egyptian magic because it looks really unwieldy. And now I'm just so in such regret about it. Quake. Our damage output is kind of ridiculous. Alright, where are most of the enemies? Oh, there's a pilot there. And the good news is, because there's so many status effects going on, it's actually kind of... we are low on mana again. We gained half a level by this Monster Zoo, by the way. Alright, Sandstorm. And we're going to try and friend one of you. Actually works. Drink some more Merlot. We're going to get drunk. 5 monsters left in the zoo. Two monsters left in the zoo. Both of them appear to be Diggle friends. Unfortunately, Diggle friends, your time is up. Slice my copycats. Actually, my armor's still on, actually. Want to be friends? Mana restore. He's got most of his hit points left. I don't know whether they're just resilient to all of the effects, but they do seem to be surviving quite a long while. The temptation, I've got to be honest, and it's something I've been considering since this run has been going that well, but I really fear doing, is I want to try and assault Diggle Hell. Alright, go Diggle friend! I will send in support via way of Sandstorm. Okay, you've got us some assistance. Oh no, Diggle friend! Well, we gained a new belt, which is 3 points of resistance and that. Unfortunately, this has mana regeneration, which... yeah, it's a bit... that's defending us better, but I've got to prioritize mana regeneration, as you can tell. This build is absolutely ridiculous if I am generating a ton of mana. But yeah, that's the Monster Zoo of level 11 cleared, as if it was basically nothing. I'm feeling quietly confident that I can win this game with this run. As long as I don't do something monumentally stupid, like running out of mana at the wrong moment. Muscle Diggle has become hostile. But we were friends! Also... Oh, darn it, I'm on fire again. Good news is that doesn't hurt me at all, but... Seismic uppercut. More mana. Bash. Which also, the rare explosion is that it does occasionally knock back enemies, which, you know, always a minor advantage when that happens. Same with that. Are you running away? No, he's confused. Counterattack kill. And I've set myself on fire. Not enough to really do any damage, but, you know, I have done it. Darn it, we need a friend. Sandstorm. You can keep your Promethean magic fireballs, which I've always rated were good, but not ridiculously so, unless you had a ton of magic power. And we do have a ton of magic power, it has to be said. But, oh boy. It is nothing on this. Bolt of Mass Destruction. It's one of those we needed. Another lockpick. And, yeah. Oh, also, we have a level 11... Stay in the rock for a bit. Meanwhile, I need to take down a level 11 one of these. I have a level 8 and a level 9 that I could still go through, but mostly I'm keeping those for emergency. I have screwed up. I need to go into another dungeon scenarios. Also, that's the shortest name by a long way. Alright, lock has been picked. Let's cast the spell of Doom, and let's give ourselves some more mana before we run out of it. I think Blood Magic would have been a far better call than Archaeology, in all honesty. Blood Magic with this would just solve a lot of the problems. Because really, Archaeology is good for 3 things. Some early experience points, because you can trade away useless items. You can also change artifacts to another type if you want to, which is fun. But limited usefulness. Because unfortunately you're not guaranteeing what you're getting. And while I do like Charlemagne, it is not the best of attack spells, and a 50 recovery is not amazing. But Blood Magic to sort of recover mana as we go with this kind of requirement would just absolutely resolve things. Okay, let's put this on the good bolt pile. Bolt Modern's fine. Actually, all of these are on the good bolt pile. We kind of had a bad bolt pile and a good bolt pile. We need to find a shop and just sell everything in a moment as well. I'm going to keep the hand grenades on hand. We kind of have other things, but I think that's going to be better than a Nappa Zap. I might be wrong, but we'll go with that. We don't have any craftables we can make. Sort. Alright, do we have any cheese we can grate? Actually, meat we can grate as well. It's all great. Alright, sort. Put down the booze. Put down... Yeah, put down the dice sandwich. I mean, we're generally quite good for fruit, in all honesty, but let's just have a quick examination of our current booze stockpiles. I mean, yeah, that'll do. Ignoring the fact that I've already got the Merlot and the other bits sorted out there. Okay. Head back in. We can fight a potato. It's another Deathly Skull of Death. I don't actually want these, but they are presumably valuable. Oh no, guards! Oh no, sandstorm! Oh no, we're actually out of mana. Oh well, my ability is just weakened because, again, I lost concentration. And I have not been doing that ability as often as I should. What I need to do is put a script up or something. But it's fine. Drink some Merlot. Just gonna stop sandstorming, basically. Right, now what did we miss? We missed the Nile, so we need to wait for that to come back. There we go. Yep, it's all good. Also, the Test of Time, which gives us additional magic ability and some resistance, which is always nice. Okay. Let's drink some more Merlot. I want to make sure we are definitely stocking up. Hello. Alright, we have enough for a sandstorm if we need one. We'll drink some more Merlot, just to try and top us up. Okay, boss monster in there. As well as Diggle friends. Diggle friend, help me! Alright, how tough do we think Major Tom is? Fortunately, I'd like to mana regen here, but... Alright, not ridiculously so. Also, we need to armor up again. Being vegan, we have tons of health. It's just one of the other fringe benefits of just being vegan. But, full switch. What have we done? No idea. We haven't triggered the traps as far as I can tell, so... Also, there is a shop on this floor somewhere. You, be my friend. Darn it, I knew I should have picked Diggle friend. Charlemagne. Pick the lock, and nothing there for the moment except for a way up. Okay, well, I'm going to drink some Merlot. I am going to call that an end to episode 1, as we are about half... Well, actually, given the Monster Zoo is complete, we could actually definitely go down to floor 12, but we'll still explore, find what we can, find some more shops, see if we can get some items that improve on what we got, because that's probably our one weakness. Our item layout is not amazing. It's good enough, certainly in the weapons department, but we're still using a lot of questionable parts. This is fine though. I mean, that's just 15 health and regeneration. I'm never gonna say no to a emerald-studded ring. But yeah, stuff still needs to happen. We're still wearing rubber pants, which, I mean, yeah, resistances. But that'll be it for now. Next time, more deeper dungeons. Until then.